I mean, you've been pretty open about the lack of faith in the Lakers' brain trust right now.
Yes.
How much does this shift? Like, how much more confidence do you have in them moving forward, or is this just a matter of being in the right place at the right time?
Can it be both? I think it's the right place at the right time, but it's also something that opens up who knows how many doors over the next several years. Like, I hated the idea of them just constantly trying to get the AD and LeBron thing, one more chance. And it just didn't feel like there was a solution to it. I even said it a few times on my shows, like, guys, the guys that make differences are not going to shake loose. You're not getting a Giannis or a Jokic or a Luka. Well, they did. And so it gives you a little bit of hope that they can have some maneuverability moving forward. But I don't know. Look, if they're the ones that hatch this plan, I was reading something a little while ago that nobody was kind of looped in on it. Like LeBron wasn't looped in on it, AD wasn't looped in on it, Luka wasn't looped in on it. They just pulled the trigger on it. I think that's actually a good sign that they're like moving forward and just making decisions that they think are in the best interest of the team and the organization, both short and long term, and not constantly taking LeBron's temperature. If in fact that's true, I'm a little skeptical on that, but yeah, it's hard not to give them a ton of credit for pulling it off. It's just they got one of the best players in the league. It's extraordinary.
Yeah, you can't ask LeBron to weigh in on this. This is not a LeBron approval, because honestly, if let's say LeBron hates it and he kind of wants to move on and whatever, in some ways he's sort of doing. I mean, I'm really excited about the prospect of LeBron, especially after what he did in New York yesterday, playing with Luka, like two guys who can triple-double their way through everything and all of that. Like the vision and, can you imagine being the other guys on the floor and the shot quality you're going to get? It's stunning. Gosh. But, I mean, I look at this and it's, for all the concerns that you have, it's like Ghostbusters. If somebody asks you if you're a god, you say yes. If somebody says, would you like Luka Doncic in a trade, you say yes. And then you figure out the rest later.
Yep, I couldn't agree more. They are going to be better now. They're going to be better later. The LeBron thing, I think, is fascinating because he's clearly, I think we all agree that Anthony Davis is probably the best player on the team yesterday, but it was close. It's not close anymore. There's a better player on the team, and LeBron is still really good. And I'm with you, PK. I'm excited to see them play together. But even in the event that he doesn't like it, and I don't expect him not to like it, but even if he did, it's kind of one of those, that's a LeBron problem, not a Laker problem. You got to find a way to deal with it, or we'll figure something else out, because this is the future, and it's just I cannot believe he's on this team. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, LeBron is, and we'll let you go after this. Like, it's going to be interesting to see the dynamic between LeBron and Luka moving forward. And, there's going to be some push-pull. There's going to be a little bit of stepping on toes. But from this moment forward, it is Luka's team. Like, there's no question about it. This is Luka's franchise moving forward, and the future's going to be really...
The future is Slovenian.
The future is Slovenian, baby. Travis Rodgers, man. Appreciate the time. Thank you.
You guys.
He better gear up, man. He better gear up. He was getting himself in shape with no drinking in January. February is going to be crazy.
It's an interesting point, though, this idea of, like, the team, like, whatever, because, like, it is Luka's franchise going forward, but the buffer here with LeBron will help Luka. Like, the presence of LeBron to kind of ease this thing going forward a little bit, I think will help Luka with this, because it's a transition from Dallas to LA.
Absolutely.